Hi, Paul Hefty here with the Triangle O football system. I want to talk about our modern version of a swinging gate from a 2x2 and a 3x1 set. We'll use superheroes as our theme, and you can see then Wolverine becomes kick PAT for 1. Batman is our 2x2 going for 2 points. Thor is our 3x1 going for 2, and Superman is where we have the option of going for 2 or then kicking for 1. Let's take a look. So first we want to go over principles, philosophy, and goals here. What we're going to use is our same Triangle O core principles of numbers, angles, and field. I like to go for 2 if we have the advantage. That's one of the reasons we do it. The other thing in the philosophy is you have the ability to go ahead and use your personnel best here and use star subs with it. Last, the kick goals, you decide what works for you, but I always felt the risk was worth the reward. Also, just the threat of going for 2 and lining up in the swinging gate and then shifting to the kick actually reduces the rush for a kick block. All right, real quick, we'll use superheroes as a theme for our swinging gate. Wolverine means we're going to just go ahead and line up a normal kick for 1. Batman is where we're going for 2 out of a 2x2 set. Thor is a 3x1 set. And then Superman is where we'll line up for swinging gate, having the option to go for 2 or shift then to Wolverine for 1. So here's a visual of Wolverine. We'll simply take the directional hand backhanded pointer. In this case, it's a Wolverine to the right, and we'll do our classic PAT kick. You do have the option out of this. You can see we can do a fake of our sprint snag, which is a spikes razor to the right. First then is our Batman 2x2 set. You can see what we're going to do simply. If we go Batman right, the left tackle will pull out with the X and the H bunched up. Typically you want to call this to your quarterback's arm strength, so this would be a right-handed quarterback. What we're looking for is defensive numbers, and we'll go through your play selection here. So number 1 is we're simply going to look for our now screens to the left and the right. You can see if we've got 2.5 or less to the X, the H, and the left tackle, we'll go ahead and go lion. And if we have 1.5 or less, we can go to the A and the Z to the right. Second then would be our slice zone, which is a classic zone read triple option. Again, we're looking for them now spread out to our receivers, which gives us good numbers on the edge. And again, if you've got a dual threat quarterback, great option. Number 3, which I really love, is if your quarterback is more of a passer, is to do classic read screen. You can see we've got the back swinging where we're going to read the will. So we've got essentially a back bubble to the right. If it's not there, then we come back with our tunnel screen to the left. Something I got from Chatfield, Minnesota. Great program where if you have a talented athletic tackle, you can do this where the tackle gets the read screen. Key point here, it has to be a backward pass so that he is eligible to catch it. And then something I always suggest is you tell the officials about the play before you run it. One of my favorites is just use your classic waggle pass. You can see we're going to fake to the left in this case. Quarterback will look for the hot Mickey. If he gets blitz and pressure, if it's not there, then he'll waggle to the right with a whip smash. Fifth then is to go ahead and run a quarterback power. We're going to go ahead and use our build call to tell the tackle to be big and knows we're doing counteraction. Pittsburgh means power, but state means the back will scissors away and the quarterback will keep. This still is an RPO, so on the fake, the quarterback can read the Sam. If he fills, we'll drill the A to the Z. If he sits, then go ahead and follow the guard as a quarterback power. Next then, new is to be able to do this, what we call Thor now, and go 3x1. All we'll do is bring the H over to the directional call, and the Z and the A will come into a stack so that we get a 3x1 bunch alignment. First thing we'll look to do again is our slice zone. Second then would be our core sprint out pass, which is our sprint snag to the right. You can see the quarterback has the option, if he has free access, one or less defender over the X and the tackle, he can just go ahead and throw it. If not, we're going to sprint snag to the call to the right. Third then, which is a great play, is to go ahead and use your run action pass, faking that split or slice zone to the back, where he'll go ahead, fake up inside, and then close the back door in the end. You can see we get a great rub action where the Z will burst out, as he does with all bunches, and then go behind the safety, the goat in this case. The A will go second, doing a two-step shake, coming underneath the Z, running the hot post. And then the H will go third underneath all, doing a three-step shake, arrow to the flats. Quarterback will make a quality fake inside, run action pass, looking hot for the A, the Z behind on the post to the H in the flats. Key point here, the left tackle does not move at all, just as a statue, so we don't have a penalty. With all of these, you can always shift right into your normal offensive sets, and we just go ahead and take our fist and shift that in front, and we're going to be into a trio right squeeze, get a line quick, and run your sprint snag again to the right. You can do the same thing, but if your back is your impact player, we can go ahead and run this as a solo pro sprint snag with the H blocking, and now the back running the arrow. The final superhero we can get into is what we call Superman, Superman right here. What this does is we're going to line up in our swinging gate, either Batman or Thor, but the kicker will come in for the X receiver. And if you have a long snapper other than your center, he'll come in also. What you'll determine is we'll line up if we have a 2-point play with the personnel that where we feel we have an advantage, we take it. If not, we'll simply shift then to our Wolverine, you signal backhanded pointer, and we'll go ahead and kick. Again, full circle here. We can go ahead and do Superman. We can shift to the Wolverine, but we still have the ability to go ahead and do our spikes razor or sprint pass to the right for a 2-point play if the numbers are such to take advantage of that. You always want to finish up with a review. Again, go through and define your principles, your philosophy and goals with your PAT, and make sure the team understands that. Go through those pre and post snap numbers rules for the selection of the plays. And then again, don't assume everybody's on the same page to ask those questions. The key here is to go ahead and determine what works best for you. But you can see by simply using your core plays with a swinging gate alignment, you can hopefully gain an advantage with 2-point success, but also slow down the rush if you decide to be a kick team going for one. Thanks.